Why are they singing the British national anthem?
Okay.
The Queen dances to that, you know.
No, there is no reason for you to be singing the British national anthem.
There is literally no reason you
There is
to be
literally
playing the
no
British
reason.
national anthem.
Hello, everyone. I am BT,
And I'm Firebolt.
and welcome back from our long hiatus. We are back.
I survived the hiatus.
And with us today, we have our usual colorful cast of crazy people.
Oh, I could have said something really bad just then. You're gonna be glad
Crazy
that I
people,
didn't.
introduce yourself.
Dude, crazy people are more believable than crazy ponies.
Cockney of crazy kooks.
We got lightning over here.
Yeah, so the
That was lightning over there.
Dude, I'm
Thanks,
the lightning.
Mr.
Hi.
Well, that fucking introduction.
Soundspeed's
was
here
terrible.
too.
Yeah, no,
Wouldn't say
I'm
anything.
Just, we have, of course, Soundspeed with us, as always.
He's so sounds.
And Mytho as well. Mytho's here.
Hi.
And Aeon, not talking, but okay.
I was waiting for my introduction, damn it.
Okay.
We just
Well,
gave
there.
it to you.
Goddamn, I'm not gonna hold your hand throughout your whole life, man. You gotta learn how to
Okay,
put things on.
now we would have done something for Rainbow Rocks. Well, we did do something for Rainbow Rocks. We did a whole little thing. We all talked about it, but the recording was kind of unusable. Unusable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say
You know,
that,
who,
yeah.
whose fault? Whose fault was
okay,
that?
no.
No,
We're not gonna point
we're not gonna.
anything.
Gee, I don't know.
Sounds like he's incriminating himself.
Unusable.
But I don't know. We might go back and do something with it later on. But this is a different thing. This is season 5 got announced. We actually have a release date after like months of waiting for it.
Thank God, a year, please.
Well, I mean, no, we've been waiting for a release date for a couple months. Because I think season 4 got announced like 4 months before the fact. So I was kind of expecting the same thing with season 5, and it just didn't happen. So April 4th was finally revealed as the release date for season 5. So as we've done since season 3, as soon as the release date gets announced, we decide to go and talk about what we know about season 5 and what we want to see happen.
Yeah, we talked about what we think is going to happen because we've all seen the trailers here. So
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, yes, we have.
Unlike last time we did a discussion like this,
what?
I'm not actually going to show the trailers in the video.
That's unfortunate.
A little bit.
Because
Right.
Hasbro won't allow it.
I'm going to link all of them in the description so that you know what we're talking about when we start saying something about a certain preview that we've
Way
seen.
to be a bro, Hasbro.
So,
There's no pro and duel.
Yeah.
let's talk about the one thing that, at least I know BT had called from the very beginning. The first thing that got announced about season 5 was that it was going to be themed around Cutie Mark magic.
I called that like ever since season 4 ended.
Good job, BT. No.
Dude, that was like the most patronizing 5 seconds of anything I've ever.
Yeah.
The question I have is, what does Cutie Mark magic entail?
Well, obviously, from what we know about the premiere, that's what it's going to be about. Is Cutie Mark magic? Is the ability to take cutie marks away. Twilight said in season 1, it was impossible to take cutie marks away or give them.
Right, because that's what she was trying to do.
You could switch them, apparently, though.
Yeah, you
But
can
then
switch
again, the
them.
season 3 finale kind of said, "Oh, hey, look, you can switch them."
Well, see, that's how
And
she
also, there's Poison
in the
Joke.
first place.
Yeah.
And she
I thought she
was
became a princess through the power of marketing.
well,
Most
yes,
powerful
Princess of
magic of
Goldman
all.
Sachs.
Yeah.
but Celestia had mentioned right before she became a princess that you created new magic that was kind of like the thing. You know that's why you're a princess now, is because you've created new magic. Was her magic that she created Cutie Mark magic?
Probably.
Probably the magic of friendship.
Yeah, I can
honestly.
see it.
It's kind of in the title. We should have seen it coming.
Well, yeah.
It's all come
So-
full circle. Oh
Yeah.
Christ! So your voice just completely
Maybe-
peaked my earphones and killed my brain.
I'm
for
sorry.
that.
I'm
That's
not
Fireball.
sitting any closer to the microphone than usual.
Or a wizard pouting.
So, with that being said, the first episode has been revealed as being called Cutie Markless,
What?
Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is the premiere. It's going to be called Cutie Markless, and that's what literally all of the previews have been. You have the animatic that was shown at San Diego Comic-Con, and we've had literally 4 trailers, I think, that have come out.
But you also get to learn about
You also get to learn about a lack
really
of diction.
To learn about it.
Yeah. The inability to string sentences is the new feature.
No, that's
for
literally what they
season
did. They
5.
cut it off.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Well,
I was making a joke, god damn it.
And then we fucked you up over
I got
it.
the
It
joke.
looks pretty smart.
Make more obvious jokes.
so, one thing I like about the fact that they haven't said anything more than that is that we still don't know everything about the premiere. Like, it'll still be a surprise, but we literally know nothing about the rest of the season, aside from 1 or 2 things that we'll mention later on. But, I mean, 26 episodes, and we know pretty much nothing about this season.
Little birdie told me there's gonna be ponies. in
Except
it.
for the episode 100, we know a bit about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later as well.
Yeah.
With some magic.
So,
I can
I wanna-
hear
I
the
wanna-
dread in BT's
I want
voice.
to go through what we think we know about the premiere.
No.
Because there's been a couple of things that they've shown in the trailers that, I mean, we can infer stuff off of, but we don't know for sure.
Okay.
We know, the one thing we do know is that the leader of the town is called
Starlight
Glimmer.
Yeah.
Now, they've been doing this,
Not to be confused with Sunset Shimmer or Twilight Sparkle.
exactly,
Yeah.
they've been doing this for
Not
a
to be-
while now. They just try to play off of Twilight's name and just make it a
'cause-
villain.
Well, here's the thing: is the other character who's had like a name eerily similar to hers has just been a foil to her character. Sunset Shimmer was basically, damn it, was basically Twilight Sparkle, and so you know that was like the. That was like the mirror image of her like ability to make friends, I guess, you know. But now Starlight Glimmer is going to be the mirror image of her like knowing Cutie Mark magic.
Yeah, and it makes sense because obviously there's already Cutie Mark magic going on in this town
Yes.
because they're all being taken away.
They don't seem to be that upset about it.
Well, yeah, that's really weird too. Is that like I don't know if it has anything to do with having your Cutie Mark taken away, but like their personalities are all really just
Like Pinkie Pie, but sedated.
Yeah.
and I think the very first preview that came out, it showed them in a cave or whatever, and the main 6 are cornered by like 3 of these pointers from town that still have the same smile just plastered on their face, and they're like encroaching on them, and it's just that's pretty creepy.
But one of the things I saw about the premiere, I've seen a lot of people mention this, is here's what's probably going to happen. They're going to go to this town after the map sends them there.
Yeah,
They're gonna find out, that there's a problem here because none of these ponies have cutie or all of them have the same cutie marks. They meet this Mayor Marks pony,
Communism.
and like the true villain she is, she explains her plan to them, takes them down to this place where the staff is, the staff that takes cutie marks, obviously.
or is that obvious?
You think Dr. Hooves is involved?
We've seen this.
PT, your
We've seen
feelings.
this staff like twice. We have never seen it used.
You're telling me it's not obvious?
Okay, well, I'm saying
The
that we can
Daleks.
infer all we want. It's just not 100%.
I think it's pretty. I think it's 100% at this point.
Cybermen.
Pretty damn obvious.
Cybermen.
Anyways, I think at that point, she goes, "Oh, okay, now I'm gonna take you to Cutie Marks," and then. From what I've seen in the trailers, Twilight just sort of teleports away and leaves her friends there.
Well, yeah, that's one part.
Classic Twilight.
Yeah, yeah. Leaving her friends for dead, the usual.
Oh,
And then it looks like that all of her friends do get their cutie marks taken away, but she's gonna figure out how to give them back.
Well, we've already seen
Rainbow Dash and Rarity.
Rainbow Dash and Rarity. They did the character promos like before any of the teaser trailers came out, and we saw some season 5 footage in those trailers. Mostly Rainbow Dash without her cutie mark, and Rarity without her cutie mark. But
What were they like?
what?
So what were they like?
The Rainbow Dash was slow.
Yeah.
Rarity just looked like Rarity, but with an equal cutie mark.
Well, that proves the importance of rarity in this situation. I guess I continue.
You can't visibly represent her lack of talent.
She could be dirty and haggard.
Well, that's not her.
She'd be wearing a green
Her job
dress.
isn't to be clean.
She'd have green hair.
But
Shitty talent.
my talent is just to stay shiny and clean. That's got to be a Crystal Pony's talent. But anyway, so there's been a lot of other shots from the premiere that we don't necessarily know exactly what's going on. We did see Starlight Glimmer being chased by 3 other ponies.
I think it's an origin story. That's how she founded the town. Is probably because her talent. Okay, I'm just gonna guess this. Her talent made it so none of the other ponies in her town liked her, almost like a Trixie type thing, where her talent was magic. But it made all the other ponies either not like her or ostracize her, and so she ran away and created a town where nobody could ever make fun of anybody else for their cutie marks because they all had the same one.
Here's a theory.
Is this
The
like
main 6 get incapacitated in the first episode. Then it's up to all the background ponies to come together and form a new main 6, who would then continue the season. And then you get to the 100th episode, which is the climax. And then they're like, we got to go save the main 6 from the changelings. Turns out they were changelings the whole time. And these are the true main 6. Derpy is the main character.
Oh,
Why,
God.
why isn't this guy
It's
in
like
charge of the episode right now?
epitome of.
They changed the name.
fiction.
Muffins are magic. Boom. New season.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck
Perfect.
is this guy in the trailer? That fucking dude with the bit. Fucking Mytho. Mytho could do his job. He could do the job of 10 men. Mytho. You get in there.
Mytho
Yeah.
could do 10 men. Confirmed.
Mytho could do 10 men.
Yeah.
confirmed.
Same time, bro.
I could carry the burden of 10 men on my back.
Yeah.
I'm like an ant. Ants are very gay.
So much.
Yeah.
So, another thing about the premiere we've seen is, we're assuming that it's a musical number because there was
Oh, would that be a
Nobody's
surprise?
dancing.
there was ponies dancing and stuff.
There was
like that.
there was
There was-
choreography.
yeah, it was choreography.
Dancing.
So
Tony
we didn't
singing
actually
with me.
hear- So we didn't hear anything like,
Of course not. They're not gonna release teaser. Well, okay, they did that for Apples to the Core, I guess.
but we're pretty sure there's going to be a song,
There
at
has
least
to be a
one
song. There has
in
to
the
be a
premiere.
song.
There doesn't have to be. There wasn't for season 4, which I was very disappointed in.
Well, I mean, there has to be a song. It's like a pony.
Did,
No,
what
there
do
has
you,
to be.
don't you remember T-Rex musical number?
I kind of want to hear that actually.
I know.
So I'm really hoping for at least one, if not 2. Usually on a 2-parter, they'd have 2 songs.
Where's your
I think they're just gonna stick with one, actually.
Well, as long as
Your musical mathematics is a bit off, but yeah.
huh?
So your musical mathematics seems to be a bit off, but
How is
something
that-
could happen.
How is
Anything could
that-
happen.
How is it off?
I don't know.
It's just
It
villains.
just is.
Villains having a song. I think it has to be a very controlled thing. I don't know if they give Starlight.
They should have a villain that just speaks in song.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's going to be
Smooth.
Oh, good.
Starlight Glimmer singing for most of it.
I think Smooth raps.
No, I don't think she'll sing in the opening number when they go into the town. I don't think she'll sing.
Can't wait for Smooth to drop a fat beat in the Grand Galloping Gala.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Smooth's coming back for the Grand Galloping Gala.
That was
Sweetie Belle challenges into a rap
All right,
battle.
yeah.
Whole
So
thing gets ugly.
what is smooth?
Giant pile of gelatinous mucus.
Basically.
Yeah, but like
He's
everybody's
from
like
from one of
smooth is
the Gen
coming.
1 movies, isn't he?
that was a Gen 1 movie. I can't remember what it was called.
We saw it the other day.
Wrath of Smooth.
We saw it the other day on DVD.
Yeah.
Turn of Smooth.
My Little Pony and the Smooth.
Smooth 2 Electric Boogaloo.
But basically, what it looks like is, he's going to be at the Grand Galloping Gala. It looks like Discord's going to be there too.
No,
Dude, it's gonna be pretty kooky.
Here's the really cool thing: is that the preview of the episode that we saw in the trailer was an animatic. Now, the cool thing about animatics is that you can find out what episode number it is by looking at the thing at the bottom. So that looks like it's going to be episode 7.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah, but it looks like episode 7, which will be.
Alex Hirsch wouldn't do that shit.
I can't remember what number we're on right now, episode wise. Like, I don't know how far into the season
Let's
episode
see.
100 is.
Is it 26? 26. That's
Plot twist: Hirsch is in charge of the entire My Little Pony series, and it links up with Gravity Falls later.
2 plus 13.
65.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, okay. Plus another 26.
Twilight has a secret twin brother.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna be a donut. Is that alright?
No one.
So
Once you don't do it directly into the microphone.
Episode 9 is going to be episode 100.
Okay.
So,
Let's talk about episode 100.
shall we?
All right. Well, okay.
The Centennial
You got
Pony.
really enthusiastic for like 1 second. And then you just...
Yeah, it was just gone.
Episode
They
100.
revealed something about 100, which I'm feeling trepidatious about.
Here's what we found out about episode 100.
Yeah, please tell me.
It was
None
kind
of the
of
main
fortuitous
6 are gonna be in it.
so-
Yeah, there will
None
not
of
be
them.
any main 6. It's all background or minor ponies.
Yeah!
I think it's all gonna like
Oh,
at the end.
yeah!
Twilight's gonna wake up and she's gonna be like, "Well, that was a scary dream," and then it just goes on.
That was
That'd
really
be that'd be the best
Did I
result.
have it?
That'd
We-
be
Wow,
me
Derpy
off.
got a voice again. Everyone was happy. Whew, good thing that's not real.
We know
Hey,
that
Derpy.
Dr. Hooves is going to be one of the characters in the episode,
Wait.
and it's very heavily hinted that he's going to be similar to Doctor Who.
No
What is
shit.
that? Can you tell me what that is?
Is he gonna be voiced by David Tennant?
I hope so.
That would be amazing.
Probably
I would
not.
be. I would shit myself if that happened. No,
Please
I'd
don't
be really
blame
happy
me.
though. Well,
No.
you know, we'll see.
Fucking nerd.
I'm
They
going to
did say
confirm you were
they did
joking.
say that they're not allowed to read fan fiction, blah blah, everything that they always say, but they have established that they know what's popular. They said they do know
So
what's
Octavia and Vinyl are gonna fuck in the episode, right? They know what's popular.
Dude, yes!
Yeah. They're gonna get
It's like
smashed.
full-on uncensored pornography right in the middle
For
of the
God's
episode.
sake.
They said that
No.
they said that some of the fan established personalities will be in the show.
So it will be a twist-centric episode, is what you're saying.
No one likes twist.
But she has such an in-depth character that's been made by the fandom. You know, she lisps
Can we please?
and she makes candy canes. I think.
Yeah.
Can we,
And-
Dude, Noacking is gonna voice Octavia.
That'd be really weird.
sounds good to me.
And the other thing that they mentioned about episode 100 is that they are going to cram as many background ponies into it as they possibly can while still having a fun story.
I don't want Derpy to be in there. Just to be
What if the story is entirely centric around
Well,
her
how about
getting her
like
voice
Derpy
back?
has like a wordless 1 second background cameo?
Yeah.
She just smiles and is about to say something that's just like cut.
Didn't they already do that with a different character?
They did it with Pinkie Pie in season 3.
Oh, that must
Yeah,
have been it.
Pinkie Pie got a cameo. It was really weird. No one saw it
my
coming.
character.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Dude, do you think
And they
they'll
did
do,
all
like,
sorts
the
of stuff in
Lyra-
the quest.
Do you think they'll do the Lyra human thing?
Probably.
Fuck it. I can't be bothered to speak. Never mind.
Now, here's the other thing too is that I'm wondering if we're going to see background ponies just a little bit more often as well. We've seen there was in the newest trailer, I believe it was the newest trailer, has a screenshot with Sweetie Belle on stage in front of a panel consisting of Rarity, Vinyl, and Octavia.
Rarity's biased.
Okay,
Why is she there?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So my
Episode.
big thing for the season is I think the CMC are gonna get their cutie marks.
I don't know if that would go that far, but
Well, I mean, with the
Well, it's
theme
Cutie
of,
Mark
this,
magic,
of the season being cutie mark magic, it would just
they're all going to get equal signs that are permanent.
And then fucking Sweetie Belle singing singing in front of a panel of like Vinyl and Octavia, and for some reason her sister.
And she finds out her cutie mark is actually in manufacturing.
I can only assume
She gets a
that,
small orphan Chinese boy as her cutie mark.
I can only assume that the three ponies on the panel are hopefully indicative of American Idol, where Vinyl
Who's Simon Cowell?
Andy and Octavia will be like
Simon Cowell,
Simon.
maybe.
and then
Simon, yeah.
Rarity will just be like
It's
Norm
fuck the
Jimmy,
British, am I right?
like Paul Abdul.
Yeah.
I can only
That sounds like something just threw up in my ear.
Thanks, Simon. I'll try harder next time.
Thanks, Swimming.
So I mean, I would like to see them get their cutie marks because
I'm wondering what the fuck Scootaloo's will be.
well, and a lot of people have
Scootering.
said that
Butterfly.
a lot of people have said that even if they get their cutie marks, there's still a whole bunch of stuff they could do. They don't have to be the cutie mark crusaders for the entirety of the series.
Pretty sure there was a song.
Scootaloo's
about that.
cutie mark will be Grunkle Stan's burning
Really?
head.
They've
Crusaders
got
or
cards.
what was that?
As strong as horses.
No, it's the Ruby Blue is by the same person. Fuck, I
They've
don't
got
Anyway,
Old song.
as strong as horses.
They got farts as strong as horses. Am I right? Original joke.
Dude,
Don't
that's funny.
steal.
It's really funny. Mytho, that's really funny.
Thank
If you
Sound
can't,
Speed.
if you can't tell, our humor has gotten a little bit more circle jerky.
Awful.
Our
Yeah.
hiatus.
Were we different last time?
Yes, we were. We were better.
we
We were better.
All right,
This
so
is pretty much like the bottom of the barrel in terms
So
of
this isn't a episode 100 thing, but what we've learned is that there is going to be another Hearth Swarming Eve episode, and it's going to involve Pinky's family, including
Oh.
Maud. So Maud will be back as well. But
Thanks,
it's
Wolf.
going to be more than that. It's going to be her entire family this time, as opposed to just Maud.
Inky Pinky and Blinky Pie.
Okay, so this just sort of like confirms that season 5 is the second year that Twilight's been like in Ponyville. Like this is the second like in series year
I still have a hard time
since it
believing
loops
that.
back in on the Great Galloping Gala and then Hearthswarming Eve. Just like the timeline sped up a bit.
So how old is Rainbow Dash?
Okay, based on my calculations, -5.
Based on my calculations, she's probably your grandma.
Anyway, I'm not going to debate the time because it's probably non-existent at this point in time.
Wow, good faith in the writers there, Fireball.
No, I
Pretty
mean, come on.
philosophical.
Literally, they've fucked it up. Too much at this point in
No, they
time.
haven't.
Fucked what up? I'm sorry.
Well, what we've been talking about for the last 45 minutes.
Has
Just
it been
sum
that
it up
long?
for you quickly.
I really don't think they fucked it up though. Like it makes sense that this would be like the start of the second year, even though like that first one was long and protracted. Maybe there were more adventures to have.
I mean, they had winter wrap up in the first 10 episodes, and it was like.
Listen, we're not going to talk about Fall Weather Friends. We know it doesn't
Finish
make
our
any sense.
holiday.
The seasons are weird. They control them, so they could do as many as they want in a year.
Maybe they don't have a logical progression.
Yeah,
Maybe it doesn't go. Maybe
it
it goes summer,
definitely-
spring.
It definitely, or it
Summer,
could
fall,
be
winter,
that all these are shown out of sequence, like out of.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, they control the weather, so like they really could do whatever they want with that.
How do you know?
Yeah.
I think that as the show has progressed, they're trying to make more of a reasonable timeline. But at the beginning, when the show started, they weren't too worried about.
They were just like, oh, it's for kids. Who gives a shit?
Exactly. And so it's I think they're trying to rectify that, and we should just forget the first season ever happened. So.
I don't know about
Okay.
that.
I don't know. The first season was kind of good at some points.
Well, it was kind of good, like, a little bit.
There was nothing really that
Underappreciated that first season,
interesting.
I think.
Now, did we?
We did.
I don't know.
For the Schmooze episode, did we the preview that they showed? Did we get to see anything like what the Schmooze acts like? Because he was a villain in Gen 1.
It looks like he's just gonna be weird. I don't know. If,
He's just gonna be goofy. He's gonna be
He looks-
Discord, but again.
He looks at like that one imaginary friend from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends that has like the trucker hat on. He's really gross.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm not even sure Salisbury just said a real sentence. It's like Discord, but again. Like,
Discord
and
2.0.
again.
Discord back at it.
Maybe that's like almost a two-parter where they find him in an earlier episode and then
Discord right back at you.
So you think he'll be like a villain in like before episode 7?
maybe I don't think villain is the right word for him. Maybe antagonist.
Okay.
So what is the Smooze like? Like canonically, what is he?
He was just like
good.
okay. Did you ever see the Power Rangers movie?
No. What? the fuck do
Boy,
you think I
howdy,
am?
did I.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you see Ghostbusters 2?
No.
No.
What the
Maybe.
What?
Maybe.
How do you not
Maybe.
see Ghostbusters 2?
Was that the
All
one
right,
with
this is
the
not the
taxi guy?
time or the fucking place for
Listen,
this.
Never
What are you
mind.
trying to
Okay,
do?
he's just a giant fucking slime that likes to cover things. Okay, he's like a bukkake monster.
Oh, so like in
Okay.
Minecraft.
What? What are you saying? Wait, no, you can't just be quiet. What do you? What?
Okay.
He's a
It's
slime
like in
that spreads
Minecraft.
out, covers things.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's to do with Minecraft.
It has slimes in it.
Well, okay,
Sue
but-
me.
They don't-
Come at me, bro.
Mytho.
So
No, we're not doing this.
I mean, it's a really weird. I mean, I
It's
guess
a really weird villain.
it's a really weird villain. And obviously from the animatic, like Pinkie Pie is like all like
all over that.
yeah, all over that thing.
All over it, like she always is?
Yeah.
You calling Pinky a slut, man?
No.
It's awfully rude of you, Aeon.
What was
Hey.
that about?
No, I mean, she's like, every time Discord does something like ridiculous or funny, she's like 90% of the time freaking into it because you know how her
Frickin-
personality is.
Into it. Freaking.
Yeah, she's got a thing for Discord. What of it?
Did I ship it?
No.
Yeah, probably.
Do you think any ships are going to be made canonical this season?
Maybe Lyra and Bon Bon, honestly.
No.
That's already been made.
As if it's already not
talking
canon.
about.
I mean, I feel like they could, you know.
They got pretty daring in that.
I feel like they could
Sugar
do
Girls
stuff
movie.
with episode 100, but you know
They won't.
They won't.
Well,
They might, like you saw, like what stuff they
I
were
feel
doing.
I feel like I'm about to
Western
get
Girls
like
2.
a ton of rocks thrown at me from BT, but in one of the trailers,
Rainbow
we did
rocks?
see Vinyl Scratch and Octavia in one of the episodes.
Right. We know
It
that
sounds-
they're on the panel together, but
We
that's
didn't see them
all we
fucking
know.
fingering each other. We just saw them sitting by each other.
They don't even have fingers.
They don't have fingers. It's true. But yeah,
I don't know what you were watching, but
they're playing it close to the wire there. You know, usually.
Close to the wire. What
Yeah.
kind
What?
That was a good series.
That's the saying.
Well,
doing it.
They're
Yeah.
keeping their cards close to their chest.
Did you know that Aeon?
They're really keeping that wire under their hat, aren't they?
They're really stuck between a rock and a not rock.
Stuck between a rock and some cards.
well, I mean, come on, you know, modern Tom for best ship, but
What does that have to do with wires and cards?
someone said rock.
Yeah,
You know,
rock and roll, man.
Look,
We got to keep
But,
the rocks close to
if
us,
you
yeah.
were gonna have one ship proved canon this season, what would it be?
Well, you all know my answer.
Like, don't ever fucking talk about.
Don't
Anything
say it
that-
out
yeah.
loud. People will
Aeon, why
most
do you
likely
sound
be
like-
listening to this.
I know now. I forgot for a while, but I know now.
How could you forget?
How do you forget?
So memorable.
Every fucking day.
Two of the best characters.
Yeah.
Dude, in just everywhere. Always.
No.
Okay, all I'm saying is Granny Twist should be canon.
No, you said it. Damn it.
I was seconds away from saying Granny Twist, and then you went and said it anyway. So, fuck you. A little bit.
I mean, what are you going to call it?
Did you-
Peppermint Smith? It's got to be Granny Twist.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we do
Sounds like a horrible
No,
sex
okay.
move, actually.
the schmooze. If we're going back to the schmooze, we know for a fact that episode was written by Natasha Levinger.
Was it?
Now, who is that first off?
That was a
Natasha-
breezy.
That was the breezy episode.
So it's gonna be terrible.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
fucking. Whoa, bro. Let's hold our seahorses here.
God damn it.
Well, that's.
Let's not say things we can't take back.
Listen,
The breezy episode was bad. We all know.
Underrated episode. Everyone hated it for no
Underrated.
fucking reason.
Nothing's bad anymore. It's all
Okay.
underrated.
guys, I think we went over this last year after all the episodes were done. I'm pretty sure It Ain't Easy Being Breezy did get like the worst review of any episode ever.
It didn't deserve that though. It was okay.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, but I guess all the other ones were better to people.
Everyone complained about everything. What happened was like they'd see the episode come out and they'd be like, "Oh, it was a pretty good episode." And then they go online and people would be like, "Oh, well, it's a very good episode." And everybody would be like, "Well, that is now the worst episode that's ever been made of My Little Pony." And
You're
it's
just obsessed. I think you're just obsessed about Digibrody too much.
True story.
look, it's not just him though. It's everyone. Everyone does it.
To be fair, I never liked it. I thought it didn't. I didn't like it. It didn't like have any substance to it, really.
I liked it.
I'm kind of wondering. Okay, season 4 was like the season of fucking analysts.
Was it?
Yeah, literally, there was like 5 of them that came out of the woodwork in season 4 that started just doing random shit. Okay, and I think that that's probably not a great thing because people are going to look at them and think they're experts when they're not. And so they're going to
playing Team Fortress 2. Am I right, Soundspeed?
Yeah, I know, right?
So they're going to like take these people's opinions as like gospel, and that's not what they it's not what you should be
Listen,
doing.
here's the thing.
Their
Right
opinions.
now, you're valuing their opinions too highly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I could fuck a horse.
Like, in my honest opinion, which is the gospel truth, their opinions are not as accurate as my own.
Their intellectual intelligence is far
Yeah, I
less.
knew you were
Okay,
gonna
no,
say that.
no, stop it. Stop
Look,
it.
it's
right
a meme
now,
you
don't.
dip, but we're not going to
Don't
bring
fuck-
it up.
no, shut the fuck up, both of you.
Are you
Oh,
mad?
God.
Do you feel blame?
I hate you.
Quick, somebody make a transition before this gets to be the meme podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, if you had a
Sure
shit-made
is.
canon,
Um,
what? Nobody answered me, like, except for
Because I don't
Mytho, but he
care.
gave a shit answer, and we're not talking about it.
I would be delighted if that was true.
But I think I just think that someone who like legitimately likes an episode is going to listen to a reviewer say it's shit and then like completely change their opinion, and so hopefully it'll be
I
better
think it's
listening.
because...
So you're
This-
saying the louder I say less than 0 wasn't good, the more people will believe me.
Are you an
BT, why don't you just... okay, look.
Depends on how
why-
many
why don't-
counts on how
why
many
don't- why
sites
don't
you
you-
make.
BT, why don't you... BT, why don't you just... I don't know.
Satsby, if you'd like me to answer your question seriously, I think it'd be interesting if Discord and Celestia was an actual ship, because I think that would actually work out quite well.
Okay, so
Not like to the most extreme, but I just like if they got along well, that'd be cool. And
And one
they
of
seem to
the-
be indicating that in the last part of the last episode.
in one of the trailer things, the CEO of Hasbro, whoever the fuck he was, well, 3 of the names got like cut out where he said, we're going to learn more about this character and this character, and we've been building up to this for a long time. Do you think we're going to learn more about Discord?
Just,
We've
okay,
learned quite
so
a
do you
lot
think-
about him already.
Okay, it's Discord Starswold the Bearded. Let's just...
I'd like that to be the case. I think that'd be cool.
I don't know.
I like that. It sounds interesting. It'd be a very interesting canon, but
Well, I mean, look, with the amount that Star Swirl keeps getting name dropped, like I mean, just
Something has to be building up to
fucking
that.
randomly in Rainbow Rocks they mentioned him, and I'm like,
He'll get an episode eventually.
Hopefully.
yeah, there's got to be an episode.
I want
eventually.
like a history episode, like kind of a
They did that with the season 4 premiere.
Yeah.
No, I kind of meant kind of like the Hearth's Warming episode, but
Wait, can you say that again?
He said hearths warming.
He said hearths.
Cool. We make games, I think. Now can we continue?
Welcome to
Continue,
Sonic.
yeah.
anyway, kind of like the Hearth's Warming episode where it showed the history of like the Pegasi, the Earth Ponies, and the unicorns.
Well, Star Swirl was.
Yeah, again, he got name dropped in that.
He was Clover the Clever's teacher.
Yeah, he got name dropped
Yeah.
in that episode as well.
I mean, like, just make like a episode where like maybe Twilight's, I don't know, teaching a class about Star Swirl the Bearded at the Ponyville Elementary School or something, and then just show like cool flashbacks and shit.
That would be interesting,
And then it ends with Discord sitting in the audience. This guy's another pony.
Star Swirl the Bearded museum exhibit in Three's a Crowd.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you remember all the episode names? Like I don't.
Okay, we went over this. He marathons them like before every single episode airs. Like he's probably watched. He said he's probably watched the entire series over a dozen times.
Yeah.
Really?
Holy
What the
shit.
fuck, dude.
My
not that
God,
good.
I've probably
That's what I said. It's not that good. Damn.
at most I've seen like every episode at least twice, because then I watch it and then I make my friend Nick watch it.
Okay, listen.
Has Nick
I've
watched
only
every
seen.
episode?
I need
Yes,
to watch.
I've
season
made
4.
sure of that.
I've only seen season 4 like once.
Who's his favorite pony?
Fluttershy.
Oh fuck, Nick, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
we can do that.
I said that. I said that to his face.
Thank you. You're doing God's work, Aeon.
But so I mean, it's one of those things that I would like to see a Star Swirl the Bearded episode, at some point in time. I don't know how they do it exactly, whether it's a flashback thing or if it's a
I
just,
can think of several ways they could do it.
yeah. There's lots.
There's no limit to the number of ways they could bring that subject up.
Yeah.
It's just if they go into it enough detail that make it really interesting.
Right.
What's the most satisfying?
I mean, I think
And
maybe
they'd have to find a
like,
lesson to teach.
Probably one of the worst ways they could do it is like if they actually did like a whole time travel episode.
Why would that
That's
be
my
the
voice
worst
cracked.
way?
Well,
Didn't Aeon?
They already
because like
did.
I think it'd be cooler if they just
Yeah.
did like a historical episode instead of like taking someone and throwing them through time, because then that adds in the whole factor of fucking time travel.
You have to do the time warp.
Well, they've done that with it's
Dude,
About
and
Time.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, but that
comes
was
out,
for like
right?
a 10-second thing.
Well, yeah. That was in the that again. Star Swirl got mentioned in that episode as well.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that could be similar to like a Daring Don't episode where if Twilight was the one that got, thrown back in time and getting to meet Star Swirl for herself, she'd freak
Is
out.
that what was Daring Don't about? I'm
I'm
sorry.
pretty sure she would just.
That was about
Bankroll.
Rainbow meeting Daring Do.
That was okay. So we're talking about the time travel aspect of that. We're talking about
yeah,
the
I'm-
meeting your idol aspect of that. I was
You know what
confused for a
I mean.
second.
It's
Yes, I do now.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's
Bet you don't.
someone meeting, I guess,
Listen,
their hero.
Well, they said we've been building up to this for a long time. And then, what do I try to say? They were either talking about Star Swirl the Bearded or they were talking about Discord.
Or both.
Or both.
Or something else entirely we have
Or
no
Little's Pet
clue
Shop
about.
crossover.
I think something needs to come to light about Star
Oh, dude, Littlest Pet Shop crossover.
because we know he at least had a grasp on Cutie Mark magic. After all, that's how Twilight became a princess. Was
Fucking
through
Star
reading
Swirl's
his book.
journal.
Yeah. He was mentioned in the Equestria Girls. He knew about the portal. He used it.
Wait,
Oh, God, do you think it's
did
a
he
human
use the
Star Swirl the
portal?
Bearded?
He sent the sirens to the Equestria Girls.
Well,
world.
he banished him.
They didn't explicitly say he shoved them through the mirror
Yeah.
portal.
They said, yeah. They said, well,
He banished them,
Showed
so-
the mirror in the like.
No, it just showed him just casting magic.
Okay, then I guess it was maybe his magic made the mirror.
Yeah, I mean,
He has something to do with that portal.
Yeah.
He's just been like a constant throughout the series. So
I
they
never
have to,
thought of
Maybe
him
he's in
actually
the
having
human
anything
world.
to do with the portal.
they have to reveal something about him.
Maybe he's in the human world.
That I've actually thought about that.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
That would be equally possible to Discord.
Maybe he's just like traveling through fucking dimensions and shit. Or maybe he's
he's
lost in a
dead.
dimension. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he
Died
Maybe-
kicked the bucket
maybe he
and
is
died of
dead.
fucking old age.
Wouldn't that just be like
Pancreatic
the
failure.
least? That'd just be the most underwhelming way to go.
Yeah.
He fell
Like,
down
well-
some stairs and he was really old and his bones were brittle.
Hey, Princess
Aw.
Celestia, what happened to Star Swirl the Bearded? Oh, he's in the garden. What?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we had to turn him into a statue.
We buried him
He's
at-
among our statue collection.
what was left of him?
Oh,
Whoa!
Lord.
Whoa! Whoa!
There's just like a hat out there.
Okay.
There wasn't much left, if you know what I mean.
But anyway, it's unfortunately we didn't get a lot of tweets this year. Like before season 4 happened, we were getting shit ton of stuff. Megan McCarthy was trolling us left and right. That's how we found out about the songs last season, because she tweeted every so there was going to be one. But we haven't gotten a lot this year because all of their tweets have been, yeah, we don't know when season 5 is coming out. And that's literally all of their tweets.
Well, don't you remember that one time where the evangelical Christian guy started harassing Peter New?
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
what?
That
He
was
harassed
funny.
more than Peter knew.
What
Yeah,
happened?
he was gonna all sorts of people. That there was this dude who was like, he had a problem with TrotCon having like an explicit like,
Oh yeah.
'Cause
After
somewhere
hours,
it-
NSFW
yeah, like-
art sale.
yeah, like basically you can sell porn and then people could somehow find the courage to go there in person and buy pornography of ponies in
I
real
did
life.
not buy pony porn from a person like in real life. No.
You have to look them in the eye and exchange currency with them.
Listen, I'm gonna give you this money and you're gonna give me horse porn. Deal?
It's all sold.
How much is
it's
this
Pretty
fat
good,
worth
bro.
to
What if, couldn't you just like literally just rip people off and then somebody like if you had to go to the police, like what were you trying to buy?
Nothing, officer. I'm sorry I lied.
you? He gave me counterfeit horse porn.
Look, he said it was going to be laminated and it's fucking on
This
cardstock.
is not original Da Vinci.
This is not the Declaration of Independence.
Bit
I'm
cage
going
one.
to steal the horse pornography. Yeah, no. But anyway, like some guy just got mad at like Peter New because he didn't
For-
like he was still going to TrotCon even though it was doing that. Then he was like, Peter New, don't you see? You should boycott them. And he was like, I'm a fucking grown up. You don't have to be like such a bitch about it. And then
What is
I'm a
it?
grown ass man. Do you think I care about porn?
So,
Peter New's like, there's gonna be porn there. Well, I'm definitely going now.
wicked. You
Hot
think it's gonna be some
dog.
big man?
Yeah.
You think he'll buy some?
I mean,
I would have
have
been
you ever
so
like
happy.
sat down and talked with Peter New? He's the kind of guy.
We fucking interviewed him and
He probably bought every single Big Mac.
He'd
porn
be the
yet.
guy who would actually like go and like, why are people doing this? He'd probably like go and see. He'd be like, well, this is odd.
He'd be one of the people there in the dealer's hall.
He'd be selling stuff. Yeah.
So somebody going, eh?
He'd jump behind the counter and just start dealing.
Is that Big Mac? I'll sign it for you.
I said
do
he
you
would
think-
sign on
okay.
Big Mac's dick.
You think he's ever signed porn before? Like, do you think anybody's ever autographed like porn of their character?
John Delancey has.
Don Delancey.
No, that wasn't actually.
Okay,
porn.
that wasn't porn though. That was. Wasn't
It was close enough.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
meant to be porn at all. It just looked kind of like it when you zoomed in.
Well, okay.
It was a wing.
There's a wing.
Yeah, a lot of
I
things
see,
look
see,
like that.
I've
And
looked at that picture for many hours and I don't see that.
it's like asking, do you think anyone who worked on The Little
Maybe-
Mermaid ever signed the DVD cover?
Many a moon I've seen.
Dude, there were lots of dicks on the Little Mermaid DVD cover. Don't even lie.
Well, okay.
Ariel had a huge erection.
Dude, tell me about it. She's not the only one.
Now, as far as what you want to see, I mean, like, we've all gone over, like, episodes that we've said they should do that in the show, you know. What kind of things would you like to see them do that hasn't been announced yet?
I do want to see the CMC get their cutie marks. It's something I want to see.
Well,
I want to see the
I don't
Star
know
Swirl
if
the Bearded
this-
episode.
this season, though.
I think the Star Swirl the Bearded episode would be the one I want to see the most.
Didn't they confirm like an actual Pie family episode where like the whole Pie family, not just Maud?
Right.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
weren't here.
we
for
talked
that.
about that while you were gone.
Right.
Gone.
Oh shit. Well,
But yeah, that's going to be the.
I was gonna say I'd like to see that, but I'm like, wait, didn't they confirm that?
Yeah, that's going to be the Hearthworm episode.
I would have liked to see. Actually, I'd like to see Fluttershy's family. Honestly,
I would
I'd
like
like
to
to
see
see
anybody
they
else.
never talk about it.
Yeah, honestly, I think it'd be a little hard for them to do, but I'd like to see an Applejack family episode.
That's one of the things I said where I want to hear an explanation for Applejack's family.
I want them to
Oh,
outright
you mean her
say
immediate
it.
family?
I want to know how they died. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
As you know, we kind of know that that her parents died, but there should be like an episode where like I don't know, they're having some sort of Parents' Day or something, like Mother's Day or Father's Day.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
Yeah, I don't know. And Apple Bloom's sad because she didn't have a mom or a dad, and they just
She's not sad. She's got Applejack and Granny Smith. Big Mac.
Look, Granny Smith's taken. All right.
Yeah, it's true.
Stop stealing
it.
my jokes. I was about to say and twist, and then you went and fucking made the joke for me.
I mean,
Stop being so slow and awful.
I actually, I felt like they've kind of already hit that note with the season 3 episode where she leaves Apple Bloom alone for the first time, or whatever.
I'd like Spike to be more competent. I'd like
Good
some
luck with
character
that
development
one.
with
I would like
Spike
Spike
that
to
makes
not
him
be
more
so
competent, more useful, I guess. Because I feel like he could be a lot more interesting, and he's got opportunities to be a lot more interesting.
Look, that fucking Cloudsdale anthem was funny as shit.
Well,
Everybody
Yeah.
who complains
Yeah.
about it, like you don't
Yeah,
understand.
it was funny.
It was oh god.
I just think like his character should evolve, not like because he's just doesn't do that much sometimes.
everybody else has. It's time for Spike.
So you're saying we need a good Spike episode?
Maybe Spike could even like grow up
No,
a little
there's
bit.
not-
We've
Nothing.
had good Spike episodes.
No.
No, we
Spike
have.
at your service.
I
No,
like
it was
Spike.
horrible.
I like Spike.
I don't think Spike is bad. I just think like he could.
Do you just like take the
change.
opinion that everyone else has and then not have it?
No.
You know what I think would actually be an interesting episode that I am like 90% sure they definitely won't do?
What?
I want like another like Power Ponies universe episode
No, I'm good.
They could do that.
I'm
Why
good.
would they do that?
Thank you.
because they already did it.
They could
Well, then
do
why
it
would they do
again.
it again?
Well, I think it'd be cool if they did it again, but I don't see
There'd be
any
easy
reason
ways
for
to
them
continue
do
it.
I hope they never do that. No. Thanks.
It wasn't bad.
I'd like to see another Nightmare Night episode.
Mistress Marvelous!
I could do with another Nightmare Night episode.
I mean,
Be another
Doesn't
excuse.
necessarily
I'd like to see some more
have-
of Luna.
it doesn't have to have anything to do with Luna. I mean, but
It does. It's kind of her holiday.
I want a straight up episode on pony racism, okay? I do.
One that explains maybe the sentience of the cattle and whatnot, and why they're
I
treated
want an
differently.
episode themed around Hamlet. You know what? Let's have that for Applejack's
What?
parents.
That's,
Wait, what? Why?
Hamlet. I
Hamlet
don't know.
sucks.
Go fucking watch The
Hey.
Lion King.
It's better
I like.
Are you
Hamlet.
like jumping to the defense of a Shakespearean play?
Actually, maybe it wasn't Hamlet.
Dude,
I was
Hamlet's
thinking
so
this.
underrated.
I
Okay.
liked Hamlet though.
Funny,
Well, I like
three
most
guys-
Shakespeare.
Three nerds.
No, it was
talking
Macbeth,
about
never mind.
Hamlet, a play that's
Yeah.
stood the test of time.
Macbeth was
Like,
okay.
Dude,
Wasn't that?
what
I
are
didn't
you
like
talking about?
Macbeth.
It's great. Like, you're the only guy who thinks that.
It's underrated.
I like most of Shakespeare's plays. I think the only one I just don't like is Romeo and Juliet.
Eh.
It was
No one
terrible.
likes Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet was alright.
It wasn't Hamlet I was talking about, though. It was
I like
Macbeth.
the modernized
mixing
version
things
of
up.
Macbeth was
Romeo and Juliet,
fine.
where they had
Wasn't that
Dude,
guns and
Othello
stuff.
was about a black man. Hello.
It's also a game with black and white pieces.
Lightning, the modern version of Romeo and Juliet's just West Side Story.
No.
Oh my God, no. Did you ever
The modern
see-
version of Romeo and Juliet had Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Yeah, I was
awful.
about to say that was the funniest.
Grab my
fucking
longsword. It's a
That
shotgun.
is the best comedy film I've ever seen. They got guns and they call them swords.
It wasn't a
It's really
comedy
funny.
film.
thing. No, the
Yes, it
greatest
was.
thing. The greatest thing about that whole fucking that whole thing, I have heard from people that is the most accurate movie adaptation that there is of Romeo and Juliet, which is really funny to me.
So,
Yeah.
do we want to give our brief opinions on Rainbow Rocks, at least since the thing didn't come out? Do we just want to give a brief opinion?
I loved it. It was awesome. 4 out of 5 stars.
Four.
Wow.
You were hesitating on whether or not to call them.
Hey, I'm pulling an IGN over there.
10 out of 10 IGN.
Loved it. 2 out of 10. Too much water.
I loved Rainbow Rocks. I really liked almost all of it. Like I didn't have anything bad to say about it for the most part.
Fish AI for my liking, but yeah, it was pretty good.
I mean,
I liked all the songs. They were really great.
Not
The songs
much
were
to think about.
fantastic.
well, here's the thing. The one thing about the songs is that the worst song of Rainbow Rocks is better than the best song of Equestria Girls. Can we?
What was the worst
Look,
one?
wait, what do you consider to be the
Oh
worst?
no, here we go.
He probably considers "Tricks Up My Sleeve" to be the worst song, right?
No.
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 What do you think is the worst song?
It's hard to say because they're all good.
I'm gonna
Well,
No,
say
no,
music.
you need to pick one.
Go on
Just
and
made a
know
claim,
what your
then.
worst song is.
You don't have to make that claim, Fireball. You can just say it's better. This movie is better than the other movie. You don't have to go to extremes
he
here.
Said it
Well, no,
now,
I was
though.
just talking about the songs in general. I
Yeah, but
said
usually
it.
you have a song in
If-
mind
okay.
for that. If you say that,
If I had to pick one that I liked the least out of all of them, even though I liked all of them, it would have to be the Rainbow Dash one, Awesome As I Want to Be.
So do you think that
Say
fucking
what?
yeah.
You got sound speed?
I'm trying to think. I fucking just got distracted. Wait.
Okay, well, while you're thinking, I liked the songs. I guess I liked the idea behind it. I didn't like the execution so much. Unlike most people, I didn't like the siren. I think that they could have done better.
Why?
I think they could have done better than just fucking take the 3 witches from Hocus Pocus and put them into a fucking
Or, Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Whoa, I love that show.
That's
Because they're basically it is the most basic villain trio trope. It is the ringleader, the snarky one, the dumb one.
Okay, you
Which one
got
was
a
the
point.
dumb one?
Who's the
They
Fucking Mytho.
Listen.
I think they could have expanded upon the
you
characters a
stole my
bit.
joke again. I was gonna
You know,
say
you-
Mytho.
These fucking characters are ancient monsters that lure sailors to their deaths through song. You could have done better than that.
No.
So you could think they would maybe sing a pool or something.
I kind of want an explanation on, were they the only 3 sirens in all of Equestria?
Yes.
Awesome.
Is there more?
For now, until they need more.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you got a point there.
They're all
Make this shit up as they go. Let's
Look,
not
there's
forget.
only 12
It's actually like
doctors.
a small form of sea ponies. Sometimes they just go bad. Sea ponies just snap and become sirens.
Oh,
That's what happens when they
Bad.
stop eating kelp or something and they start eating
Kelp?
something. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
making
they
shit
start
up.
doing
in my
heroin, you
here.
know?
At least
Okay,
finish
so-
what you're saying. It's when they
But
stop eating
overall,
kelp and start eating.
I think
Other fish. They start eating tuna.
I think
I don't know.
Rainbow Rocks, out of 10, I would probably give it. I gave the original one. I gave it a 6.5. I like this one better. I'm probably gonna give it a 7.5, maybe an 8.
6.7. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, because it, while I was watching it, there's a lot more jokes in it that are just better executed. The whole rarity with the Daft Punk mask on was great.
that sure was a reference. Ha.
I literally had to just cover my face with how hard I was
You know who
laughing in the
Daft Punk is?
theater.
Hang on, I'm curious.
What?
Oh yeah, you saw that in the theater. You have no shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no shit.
I literally grabbed Nick, got in my car, and we went all the way to the capital city just to go watch it.
At least,
You ever do anything with
at
that?
least Firebolt and I had the decency to slink down into the basement and watch it alone.
How
does
many
Nick
children
even,
were scared by
wait,
your presence there?
We're going to.
Did
There
you
was
see other
actually-
bronies there?
Yes.
How many street passes did you get on your 3DS when you walked into the theater?
I didn't take my 3DS.
Did you should
How
have
many
got a whole lot.
fedoras did you see?
So like,
I-
how many inches?
I
of
literally
Cheeto dust
counted
were
when I
caked onto
got
every
there.
surface?
It was above 10. I will say that.
Above 10 inches. Holy shit.
No, the fedoras.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought you were
Really?
joking. Like, so, 10
Oh,
fedoras.
uh,
That is not. That's
Me and
no
Nick
joke, guys.
sat in the front away from all of them because they were all in like the back top row.
Yeah.
Straight. Don't get near
Like
them.
I just looked up there and I saw like a ton of fedoras. I'm like, nope, we're sitting down here.
They call them the nosebleed seats, but you know the last time they had a nosebleed was when they were watching their Fluttershy hentai.
Fedoras go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah.
I don't know. The only thing I think of when I think of
we don't want to know what you think. Of.
no, like I keep on thinking of the Pony Thread Simulator that talked about going to the movie theater with bronies.
Yeah.
Ultimate silence.
So
I've seen so much silence.
for a moment, if
We
we're
saw that silence.
done talking about ponies for a moment, well, this is called Fanatical, and we are fans
Yes.
of things. Mytho, you want to talk about your favorite show, Gravity Falls?
Oh, this is a surprise. Do we want to talk
Spoiler.
about Gravity Falls? Like,
Well, you just
I'm
said
always
yeah,
up
so-
for that, but I don't know if, like,
Okay, we can do this. If you like Gravity Falls, spoiler warning: do not listen on. This is important.
Don't go away
I mean, like-
right now, like I am.
I get-
I'm walking away from the computer, right?
I mean, I get most of my Gravity Falls conversation out with these guys, so like,
I mean, I'd say that probably just as a
I don't
rule of
even
thumb,
watch
don't
the
watch
show,
this
and I
show
don't
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead and spoil it. I'm probably not gonna watch it anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I guess spoiler warning, like the Stan twin theory was confirmed. BT, did you ever
Whoa.
watch the episode?
I did. I watched it last night before I went to bed.
What'd you think?
It was definitely something. It was pretty heavy on the feels. I'll give him that.
Oh, it was great with that,
That
and the
part
like,
with the Mabel and the fuck. I trust you.
Yeah, that was great.
She like rose up. It was like she struck a pietà.
Bless you.
That's the pose Jesus had on the cross. But yeah, okay, it's an
Okay.
artist.
Oh,
thing.
like, no.
Or you
Uh,
could just not call it something stupid.
whatever.
and call it
Anyway.
what everyone else knows it as.
Yeah,
I'm
no
gonna
technical
argue.
terms here. But I don't know. I just really liked everything about the last scene there. Like the episode was really well done. A good point was made by the guy who runs the YouTube channel, the author. He said that it was one of the best constructed 30-minute episodes of anything he's ever seen, just because of how much was packed into it and so well done. I saw the color concepts that went into it, how they developed like the atmosphere over the course of all the scenes to make it a lot more emotional, a lot more intense.
It's definitely
I think
worth the 3 years it took to produce.
I think it was both really cool to see the fan theory of the Stan's twin like be real, but it was also kind of disappointing that it wasn't something completely different that I hadn't like thought about. Just because I thought it was going to be like I never thought in a million years we would be exactly right.
Well, I think that's impressive in and of itself. That people can look through all this stuff, can nitpick literally like every scene of something, and develop this theory, which is right. That's a sign of somebody who like knows what they're doing, who knows what
It
they're.
definitely speaks to the quality of the show and how
Yeah.
much effort they put into it. I did notice something interesting that I've talked about a couple times, which was when the portal was. It wasn't broken because it was still on, but when it was like everything was destroyed, basically, it stopped on two symbols. Soundspeed's gone; he'll be back. And I looked up what the two symbols were. And they were Bohemian, I think they were called, astronomical
and
signs.
Arcturus. Yeah.
Yeah. It was yeah. And I looked up what those were, and a keyword searched Dipper just because I had a hunch. And yeah, those two constellations have relationship to the Big Dipper because you need to use that constellation to find where they are
Huh.
in the sky.
God, they put so much effort into
Yeah.
just like random innocuous things you wouldn't even think of in any other.
Caesar, we always talk about My Little Pony as a TV show we love, and because it's a good, it's a good cartoon. But then you can go to something like Gravity Falls, and that's on a whole like different level.
That's just
It is. Well,
But
it's not
Disney-
because it's
Disney is known
Disney.
for producing like very good like animated series though. Like movies, yes. Animated series, no.
wow, yeah.
Well, I mean Fillmore, but It's
possible, I guess.
Fillmore's very good though, and Kim Possible. But the thing with Gravity Falls.
Kim Possible's not good. I'm sorry.
Anyway, let's not get into that. I think Bill Cipher, I think the theories about Bill Cipher having some influence over Dipper might be true, because in that last scene where Dipper was reaching and he was kind of stretching, his eyes were starting to stretch. I thought that looked very strange, and how none of the other characters did that when the blue fire kind of came out of the portal. I thought it looked very similar to how when Bill possessed him, how he maneuvered and walked.
Yeah.
Just that stretchiness to the body.
I have.
Buddy.
You kind of have to wonder. You almost have to think that Alex Hirsch tricked somebody at Disney to get his show on the air.
Yeah,
Dude,
it definitely
not approved
walks
by
a
S&P,
line.
It's been approved by S&P.
It either walks a line, or Disney has moved the line purposely because of this show, because it's really well done, and that they're making allowances. I think it might be the second one, honestly, because this bleeding taxidermy and stuff. Just I can't imagine that got past. What'd you say it was? S&P?
S&P, yeah.
SP.
Yeah, standards and practices.
Yeah.
But it's something that a TV show can be this in depth, where it can have literally ciphers in the beginning, in the end credits that people can go in and decipher and figure stuff out.
And then the keys to find the cipher, to actually get the ciphers working, are just hidden in the worst places possible.
It's very impressive to say.
Dude, remember the Love God episode where the cipher key was just fucking stupidly
What about?
I can't even describe it.
What about Northwest Mansion, where the cipher was in the windows?
Was it?
Yeah, the windows spelled out what the key was. It was really small. But I think also people's theories about Seuss being the one that might die if it happens, I think those are probably the most accurate I've heard. Just because of the amount of times Death and Seuss have come up in the same context.
Yeah. You want to know the exact time
and he has a grandmother.
Yeah. His grandfather died, by the way, and he's in hell.
Yeah. No, he's not up there. But and also I liked how people were going back and finding a lot of significance in Grokel Stan's actions and the way he reacted to things, like the Stan twin statue.
Yeah,
yeah, the way he reacted, it was a joke at the time, but then you realize it's really canonically very consistent how he would feel.
And then something the next episode isn't going to air till summer. This was their mid-season finale, I think they said.
Guys,
I'm not
we're going to see another fucking episode of My Little Pony before we see another episode of Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see a lot more episodes.
To get to their mid-season finale, it took them 8 months.
Yeah. But
I hate it. I'm watching it. They started this fucking series in 2012. We're not even halfway through season 2. It's fucking 2015.
Well, we are halfway through season 2. That's the thing.
I know. I've gotten used to it. I don't even care anymore. Just as long as there's an announced time that it's continuing, I'm happy.
I want.
You think they're gonna stick to it though? They've done that before.
Look, they're showing that it's still happening. That's the only thing. It scares me when they don't tell you when it's coming back. But what I was saying was the thing that someone noticed was that the author, when he came out of the portal, had a pen as well as a quill in his pockets, which I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know what significance that would have. Oh, maybe the pen is the invisible ink.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes you wonder how Dipper is gonna react around the author of this. Is it confirmed his name is Stanley, or do we not know yet?
I mean, it's got to be.
It's basically Stanley. It's Stanley.
Stanley, he created Marvel and stuff.
I don't know if they were still going with it was still Stan and Stan or not.
No, Stanford and Stanley.
Yeah. Stan and Stan.
We didn't see any of Gideon in this season, except for the very first episode.
I mean, isn't that a good thing though? I thought the Gideon arc was more along the lines of the first season.
No, it's important still. He's still there. He's gonna do something.
Yeah, he's in jail, but they keep hinting at him. Remember the creepy letters from Gideon?
Yeah, and the Grunkle Stan seeing the carved words on the jail cell.
Yeah, that Gideon left there, which spells
Those
by
weird
the way
audio
Gideon's
tapes.
here in the cipher.
Trying to think.
I just hope that Gravity Falls like raises the bar when it comes to
It already has.
TV shows. You know,
It already has.
I hope it wraps itself up nicely, is what I hope. I hope maybe one more season and then they wrap themselves up and it ends nicely.
that's the danger of this. Really, is them taking it too far and getting tangled up in a mess where they can't unravel it correctly.
But they formed a good foundation for it, so even if they did take it too far, it might still be good afterwards.
Yeah, it's just always comes with the danger when you do something ambitious like this, where it could fall apart.
Yeah.
Very easily. And I hope it doesn't, because I want to see more of it. I want to see more shows, not like it, but I want to see more shows following its footsteps and try to be a bit more serious while still maintaining,
Really funny dialogue.
yeah,
And really well written characters.
Well, see, the characters are one of the best part of Gravity Falls, and it's not. It's one of the best shows that I've seen that has character development in it.
Yeah.
Just with the obvious changes that are going on, with the main characters' personalities as they're experiencing more and more of this stuff. Dipper is completely different than he used to be.
oh yeah,
He is.
I mean,
one thing that
they said they're gonna explore like Dipper being like feeling betrayed by his family, which I think is gonna be super interesting. I can't wait.
Kind of depressing, probably, but yeah, it's I'm actually kind of interested to see what Alex Hirsch will do after Gravity Falls, because I don't know where he'll go from there. Like, I hope he has other ideas for things. Because the only other thing I know that he worked on was fish hooks.
He worked
Disney
on
you worked on
fucking Misadventures of Flapjack too.
Yeah, he was an animator for both of those, I think.
It also makes me. It makes me wonder, why doesn't anybody else in the town know about Stanley Pines? Like, is it because of the Society of the Blind Eye?
I think it was probably because this. Yeah, I'm guessing that was probably it.
Yeah,
Because McGucket was Stanley's assistant, from what I gather, and he probably wiped his memory along with everyone else's memory of the incident that happened 30 years ago.
I kind of like, I find it interesting that they're in places with Pacifica Northwest. Like, I wasn't expecting that episode.
The other way it did.
Yeah. Like,
I was very pleasantly surprised.
I mean,
The key, and you're talking about the side of the blind eye.
no,
No, we're talking about.
The Northwest Manor Mystery.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was really impressed with Pacifica. Yeah, I actually like her now, to some extent.
I really hope she continues to develop and evolve like many.
I like.
characters do.
yeah,
I also liked Wendy's character development she got. But continue. Sorry, I cut you off.
it's it shows like Gravity Falls that like what they're doing with Pacifica is kind of like what I would like to see in My Little Pony as well.
With Diamond Tiara, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe Filthy Rich get some character development at some point too.
Filthy dick.
Yeah.
It's first name is fucking filthy, man.
Filthy Richard.
That's really clever.
Richard's brother.
Yeah. Benjamin Horsepun confirmed.
What else do you guys? Do we have anything else we need to talk about?
The possibility of an Equestria Girls series.
Well,
That's been floated around for a
we
while.
know Equestria Academy is might be a thing,
I hope it's not.
but we don't know anything more than that. We do know about the movie in 2017. But again, we don't know much about that except for that it's going to be 100% ponies.
What do you think the ending of Equestria Girls 2 meant? Like, what was the significance of Twilight in the
You
human
already
world?
know about the main event.
Maybe that was just like a
There-
funny little joker.
There were 3 books. There were 3 Equestria Girls books that came out, so there's going to be 3 movies. So we do know that.
Well, they confirmed the next movie's not going to be the main event.
Well,
Well, no, I meant like,
what do you mean?
They
wait,
confirmed.
what's the main event?
Well, okay, yeah, that's not the name of it. I think it has something to do with the Equestria game.
Yeah, something like that, because they released like Rainbow Dash with like bow and arrow and shit.
So yeah, there's
Gonna
gonna be
kill
Did she
someone.
kill something?
there's gonna be
Katniss.
some Equestria games thing going on, but it might. It's not called the main event, but it's based on the book, The Main Event, though. Like the first book was called Through the Mirror, I think, and that one was the first movie was just called Equestria Girls, but
Do you actually read books?
No, he hasn't read any of them.
not these books. I read some books, but
What books do you read?
Books.
books.
No, just what books do you read?
Is this to everybody or just Fire?
Just Firebolt. I don't give a shit what you read.
You want me to be honest? I've got Daring Do upstairs.
Yeah, he does.
Okay,
But,
what do you read though?
Huh?
What do you read?
Words, English.
What do I read?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What do you read?
I read books. What?
What books do you fucking read?
Name a good series that you like.
A
Okay,
good series.
I mean, I read all the Harry Potter books when they came out. I was also
Special Snow.
pretty big into the Inheritance series as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was the
Wait, was that Aragon?
Aragon was the first.
Okay, yeah.
Did you ever read? What's the
on.
goddamn name of the one of the books? Artemis Fowl. Did you ever read Artemis Fowl?
No.
No, he has the first book here, but he's never fucking read it because he's
Is that
lame.
about chicken?
I read the first
talked
book and
about
lost
this
interest.
with BT already. I have not read Artemis Fowl.
Because the
Can't
Artemis
vouch for
Fowl,
BT here, but
because the Artemis Fowl movie is finally moving forward, so I asked him if he read it.
Has there been just any news in media lately that's interesting or relevant to us?
Relevant to
No.
us.
I heard on the news once that the Holocaust never happened. Can we talk about that?
I heard that jet fuel can't melt steel.
Oh,
It's
that's
true.
It's a viable theory.
On the BBC
Do you think
News
Gruck will
website.
stand in 9/11?
Okay.
The Ratchet and Clank movie is
Evolving-
going to
Hey,
come
I
out
think
sometime.
we're done now.
What about the Ratchet and Clank movie?
So that is all from us here at Fanatical. We are going to try to be a bit more, now that the hiatus is over now, basically.
We survived
Yeah.
the hiatus.
That's about hiatus.
Yes, we got less than a month until season 4. We're gonna start to get
Goodbye,
more
it's the
regular.
hiatus.
We actually have content to comment on. So
Woo!
expect more from us. Well, don't expect too much more. But as always, I have been
Set your
BT,
expectations very low.
I'm Firebolt.
and we will see you next
Next
time.
Dude, that
On
was
the
cute.
raid.
They did it on
I
I just,
like a
I
sing.
just found a really weird BBC News article that says there's a petition asking Death to bring back Sir Terry Pratchett.